Welcome to Around Ramadan, a brand new program focusing on the different social and cultural activities taking place throughout Kuwait for this holy fasting month.
We have visited a variety of multinational Muslim communities to see what's like to celebrate Ramadan away from home.
We've also covered the unique events that are taking place around Kuwait specifically for this month, from exhibitions to football matches and much more. So let's get started and see how the Pakistani community celebrates this holy fasting month.
We celebrate Ramadan with enthusiasm and happiness. In Pakistan, everybody wants to see moon on the night of Ramadan. So from children to elders, from men to women, everybody is very happy and they are getting prepared for the Ramadan to come. In Ramadan, actually, people, since they are fasting, so they reduce their office work, they reduce their job hours, and then the most interesting thing for them is to the time to come more closer for the iftar. So people are getting preparation for iftar, in which they prepare a lot of things for iftar. From different items, from fruit, from vegetables like samosa, pakora, dates, and then ruh afza juice is also these are served in Ramadan. These are special qualities for the people across the country. So in Pakistan, actually the most interesting thing is invitations for iftars. For families, for friends, they invite, every family invites nears and dears to iftar dinners. So children and people, women, everybody is very happy and they happily accept the invitation among the relatives, among the friends. So this invitation for iftar is very common in Pakistan. And secondly, they also provide help to the needy people. For example, the people, they give sadaqat and zakat to those who are in need. So this is another speciality of our rituals during Ramadan. In Kuwait again being a Muslim country, we don't find so much change between Pakistan and Kuwait. And similarly, the community, we have a huge community of more than 100,000 people. So they are happy and they are adapt to the culture here in Kuwait. We have not lost anything, but we have gained more because some of these specialities which we do not have in Pakistan, so our community get here and they enjoy it. For example, here they enjoy Qiyamul Layl. So Qiyamul Layl is very important here in Kuwait, so people enjoy it. Again, there are big restaurants and there is big halls where they arrange iftar parties. So again, they know each other. This is a place where they meet their families, friends, colleagues, Pakistani countrymen. So this is also a good opportunity to see here.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, I welcome you all over here. It's an honor for me to have the Kuwait TV2 team at my small residence, and especially regarding to the Ramadan, which is the most beautiful month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He has given us. As the time has been changed, but the Ramadan is still same, and we are very happy with it, and we try for the Ramadan, from the beginning of Ramadan, it's a lot of things going on before the start of Ramadan. The kids are excited, the girls are excited, the ladies are excited, even we are excited too. Being Pakistani, we have a totally different culture than a lot of other nations. We are spicy people. We eat spicy, and after being hungry for few hours, we started with of course with dates, and then it's a typical drink. Most of us we use is mix milk and 7-Up, which we think that it makes us the heat comes down a little bit after being so many hours of fast. And then it's samosas, it's the fruit charts, of course with spices too. We try to burn it everything before we eat. The Eid night, you will see it's like 20-25 girls. They are doing party over here, and we are not allowed. Well, we are at the shops at that time, but they are enjoying it themselves. And I'm thankful to Mr. Atif Siddiqui also for bringing you people over here too. I think you must get started. Is this fine?
Yes.
Cool.
Part of Around Ramadan program is to host communities, and today we're hosting one of the most welcoming and dandiest multinational Muslim community in Kuwait. It is the Indian community. Here from the Grand Mosque of Kuwait, we'll be shedding lights on their habits and traditions when they celebrate the holy month of fasting. Let's start off by interviewing our guest, Mr. Sharafuddin, the Vice President of the Indian community.
During Ramadan especially, there are so many social activity. One of the very apparent social activity is calling procedure for suhoor. They beat trumpets and drums and go to every house. There is a particular kind of hymn everywhere, and this hymn they are saying there is a group of people, they come and people will assign contract for them, and they will go around the streets from 2 o'clock until the suhoor time, and they will blow the drums, in Islamic drums, daf and hymns. This is one of the tradition. And also not only that, the street vendors will become Ramadan special dishes and Ramadan items. Everything is commonly seen during the month of Ramadan, and samosa and this and sweets and Ramadan dishes. So as soon as the Ramadan comes, there will be these kind of activities. People breaking fast with dates and fruits and these kind of things, and they abundantly collect the regional local fruits. And especially this season is a season, in monsoon season, is a season for mangoes in India, and mangoes is very, very affordable. Imagine if it is 100 for 100 pills, you will get 1 kilo of mango. Very, very unimaginable. So mangoes are very common dishes also for the futur. Indian is the largest community in Kuwait, and we consider Kuwait is one of our most friendly countries. And Indian rupiah was the currency here, and we have a lot of Indian traditions sharing between the Kuwait and India. And when you see the Islamic activities also, the Ministry of Awqaf is one of the country where we have a lot of freedom. Ministry has given a lot of masajid to make preaching in Indian languages, not only in Urdu, many Indian languages. For your astonishment, let me tell you that first time I could hear the Telugu sermon. Telugu is a regional language of India, from Andhra Pradesh. First time in my life I could hear Telugu sermon in Kuwait, not in India. So this the facility is provided greatly by the Kuwait government. So Indian population is making utilization of it. There will be lot of religious activities, discourses and other things conducted in every masajid. And especially one more important activity we conduct is interfaith iftar gathering. Interfaith iftar gathering means we invite people from all faiths and we introduce them what is our culture, what is our tradition, why we are fasting, and we are open to question and answers. This will bring them closer, and for intercultural understanding within Indian culture, it is very helpful.
Upon enjoying our iftar with the Indian community, we came to the end of our segment. Now we're rolling over to see how the Malaysian community celebrate the holy month of fasting.
In Malaysia, we look very much forward to Ramadan because this is the time that we will have a lot of food that will be presented to us. Either it is cooked at home or we can even buy at the open markets that is available during the month of Ramadan only. So for a family like my family, in approaching Ramadan, so we will make as much preparation as we can. At least during the last week, just approaching Ramadan. For some of us, it's the time for us to clean our house, to prepare for Ramadan. For some of us, this is the time to buy, to stock up the refrigerator with as many kind of foods we can, because this is basically because of the hunger and greed we have in ourselves. Because we believe that when we have to fast from dawn to dusk every day, maybe having to fast for 12 to 14 hours, so we would like to try and eat as much food as we can. So that is how we prepare for Ramadan in terms of the food and the beverage during that period. During the month of Ramadan, of course, even before that, we are already starting to offer more prayers, special prayers in experience of Ramadan. Some of us are already gathering some of our holy Al-Quran, because we will do a lot of reading of Al-Quran during the evenings or even the days of Ramadan. So for Malaysians, Ramadan is a time that we are more generous in terms of offering our prayers to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Malaysia is a very close community in itself. But in Ramadan, this is the time that we try to tie our bonds much tighter. For example, in Malaysia, on the first day of Ramadan, the first iftar is normally at the home of our parents. So I may be living in one particular area, my brothers and sisters in another area, but on the first day of iftar, on the first day of Ramadan iftar, all my brothers and sisters, we will try as much as we can together at the house of our parents. After that, what we'll do is that we will sort of rotate among each other, because everybody is working on a weekday. So on a weekend, for example in Malaysia, on a Saturday or Sunday, this weekend maybe the iftar may be in my house, the next weekend at my sister's house, and so on, among the family members of the family.
Tonight's episode of the program brings us to the Malaysian ambassador's residence, where the whole community has invited us to join them as they celebrate Iftar. As you can see, I am prepared wearing my kabaya, my cylinder, and a sarong batik. So let's get started and see how Malaysia celebrates Ramadan.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Around Ramadan. Join us next week as we continue to explore how other Muslim communities celebrate and practice this holy month throughout Kuwait. Thank you for everyone who participated with us in this week's episode, and thank you for watching.